Dude, doesn't that rip?
You're an idiot.
No, you're an idiot.
Welcome back, troglodytes. It's the You're an Idiot podcast. I'm Alex Dragovich with my co-host Jeffrey Osmus.
One of the longest words you've ever said, Alex.
Boom.
That was huge.
I've heard you say it before, and it's stuck in my mind
What
because
does
I just
it
saw
mean?
you. I'm glad you asked. I didn't look it up. Do you know what it means?
It's like
no,
you're pointing at me.
no. I'm gonna guess.
Oh, you just asked me a question though.
I said I want you. It was more of a yes or no.
Okay.
I said, do you know what it means? I wasn't asking. We do have a guest, by the way.
I
don't
know. I was
know
like,
what
when
the
are we
word
gonna?
means.
Yeah, when are we gonna introduce the guest? Alex is gonna try to define a word for 35 minutes while Maddie sits here.
First off, we do have a very special
we have a
guest today.
special
Maddie
guest.
Weiner,
Maddie Weiner,
one of the greats.
returning
Oh,
guest.
gosh.
Here we
Thanks
go.
so much.
We say a lot of comics are good on this podcast.
we're
Maddie's
lying half the
she's
time.
actually good. She's actually really
Maddie's
funny.
actually good, unlike
And
Tommy Brennan and Tim
yeah,
Smith.
those
who've had
guys can
before.
get fucked.
Trash.
Oh, those are the boys.
All right, troglodytes is sorry. We're gonna come back to this.
We
real
have-
No,
quick.
because I had something to add about that too. Is that I don't know what it means, and a lot of times I see you guys clips, and I'm like, "That's crazy that you don't know that, Alex." And I think about it, and I'm like, I would have floundered. Like just because I have like
Yeah.
a cunty demeanor doesn't mean that I like know anything.
yeah.
So I'm actually very much team Alex on this. Is that I
It
don't.
is tough to answer questions in the moment. I'll give him credit. It is tough.
It's
but
tough to
he
answer
is-
questions. Period.
Yeah,
well,
true.
history really is my. I don't know anything.
Yeah. Well, you
About-
you and Alex will get along. That's great.
I got two ideas
But
for
I don't know
an
anything
answer.
about basketball either. I'm in no man's land.
You're fine.
Okay.
Here's my two. Here's
Alex didn't know a lot about basketball either. That's why he's here.
True.
That's why
Yeah.
he's doing the podcast.
If I knew a little more, I'd be doing
he didn't know as
something
much as he
basketball
thought
wise.
about the triangle offense.
Yeah.
He knew it.
A troglodyte, I
Uh-huh.
think, is either like a person that's like that doesn't really know, maybe like a person that's kind of stupid, or
Sure.
someone that like likes that knows a lot about dinosaurs or something.
What? Why would it? Just because it kind of sounds like a triceratops word. It kind of sounds like a pterodactyl.
Or
word.
you're just describing an autistic person.
Well, that's
Yeah,
prob-
yeah.
You're like,
are
it's
you-
someone who either doesn't know a lot or they know a lot about one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's someone who thinks about dinosaurs on the train on the way to the Natural History Museum.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just think I thought dinosaurs was pretty close.
Okay. No, it's like a dumb cave-dwelling creature. It's like an idiot. It's an idiot. Troglodytes are stupid idiots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got.
So it was a
I
perfect way to
halfway.
describe our loyal listeners.
Boom.
Thank you,
We-
listeners.
Thank you guys for listening.
There were some
We're glad you're
listeners
here.
in Appleton, Wisconsin this weekend, Drago. Some podcast listeners.
that rocks.
Some potheads.
Vermont, there were a few the other day.
Some idiots.
This guy named Alex, I don't know if he meant to. He sent me a $1,000 tip after the show.
Oh my God.
That was
Holy
kinda- I
shit.
think he might have been drunk, Alex, and if you were, I'm willing to send it back, but I did enjoy it.
Yes.
So thank you.
Do you guys, have you been surprised at all by like what your demographic is on the pod, or is it about who you thought you'd reach?
I think. Who do you think it is? What do you think our demographic is?
I imagine it's like a combination like of you two of like
Oh
What
yeah.
is that?
yeah.
What's that? How do you
Oh,
combine
yeah.
us?
of like broy sports dudes and like nerdy smart dudes.
Yeah, I would say that. And there's
Yeah.
women, actually more women than you'd think.
Hey.
I'd say 30 or 40% of our
Blink
listeners
if
are
you need
women.
help.
It's a lot of women who wish Alex would fuck them, I think. I
No,
think it's a
honestly,
lot.
Whoa, you're getting one
okay.
of those.
I think
Oh, they like
maybe a few,
Alex.
but honestly, a lot of the women and like a lot of the women, they bring boyfriends sometimes too.
It's
Like,
a lot of couples that listen to the pod together.
They listen
this
to it
happens
together.
A lot.
That's cute.
Yeah, they listen to it together.
Wait, that's
So-
really cute.
We're wholesome family fun. We got some
Yeah,
of
it's
the
kinda
cleanest
crazy.
cum humor in the world.
Yeah.
You can listen to it with your children. Yeah, it's a lot of couples, honestly.
Oh wow,
A
interesting.
lot of losers, in my opinion. But no, I'm kidding.
No, they're
Sorry,
good, man.
shouldn't
They're
have said
fun. They're a
good
good
people.
time,
They're
and they're
good-
good crowds.
They're very good crowds. They have great senses of humor. They're sad and they need joy, and we bring it to them.
That's
what it is,
That is
really.
actually something good to lead in with. Maddie, since you've done the pod, you have blown the fuck up.
Maddie's
Oh,
blown
thanks.
up on
Unbelievably
Instagram
blown
all
up.
over.
Gone viral a million times. You are now legitimately famous. You get people at your shows. What's your crowd like? What has that been like? What's it been like? Flying high lately, the last few months.
Dude, you know what's so weird is like I did Dayton, Kentucky last weekend.
Yeah.
And it was like a mix of like the trickle down from like I get a lot of like Reaganomics trickle down from Ashley Gavin's podcast.
Oh,
So it'll
sure.
be people who are like who we love them, but like me, it's like pink hair, she, they, whatever. And then I'm also
Kentucky
in,
lesbians.
yeah, but then I'm also in Dayton, Kentucky, and it's like 40-year-old Kentucky, middle-aged white couples who are like, let's go see a comedy show. And then it's kind of fun to be like,
To
because I was
pit
like,
them
I don't,
against each other.
yeah, or to be like, what parts of my material work for both of those? Because I don't want to
Yeah.
skew too hard in
Right.
either. Like, I know I have that in me to be fully like, well, actually, or to be way too like bro-y guys girl, and it's like a
sure.
nice check
It's
on
good
both
to
of
have
those
both.
impulses. Yeah.
I have a similar.
I think this.
Vibe,
I think this
yeah.
happened to Jeff. Me and Jeff would talk about this like when it happened. But like, is there a certain group of people, or have you noticed?
What group of people do you hate?
Have you noticed some
Is there a
people?
group of people you think are lesser than, or maybe one that shouldn't deserve to vote? Is there a group of people that comes to mind?
Is anyone nicer to you now than they used to be? Is anyone weirdly?
Oh.
Has your
Oh.
fame brought some weird fakeness
The thing is,
lately?
I don't think I'm. I mean, that's very nice that you say that, but I do think that like, it's a more flimsy, not flimsy, but because it was off of like 2 posts that went crazy viral.
Sure.
I don't know that it's people who have like followed me for
Mm.
years and are like really invested. It's more like, oh yeah, that girl I saw and I followed. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So I
It
don't
takes
think
a
it's
while
like,
till they become like super fans.
yeah, we
it
don't have
takes
like a
while.
relationship
Right.
yet. So it's like, it no, I don't think people have.
Any weird DMs?
Oh, I mean, that's a given. Well, 'cause so here's the thing. The one clip that went like dummy was like me. The whole thing was me being like, I'm not fat because I'm stupid. And then it was people fighting in the comments being like, either like, thank you for encouraging us to weigh 600 pounds, or fuck you, you should lose weight or die. Like it was
a
like
classic.
And I think
That's
part of
good.
the reason it went like it did
You
that is
need
because
the arguments. You
people
need
were
that.
fighting like I would get notifications on my phone that was like, this is why neo-Marxism has taken feminism too far. And I'm like, how the fuck did you get? I got sad and gained weight, and now Marxism is part of. Like, what is happening?
This
So-
is what Trotsky brought upon the world. This is what it is. Yeah. Wow.
It literally, it was like people arguing about like discipline and willpower and like, the
Oh.
American mind's gone soft.
Oh,
It
we're
was like-
weak. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
it's fucking
classic.
crazy. But it became all these like, so I just stopped reading. For a while, I was like,
You can't
I
read
just-
comments.
I can't read any comments. I can't read any DMs. And like, I know that everybody. Sorry. Wait, I thought that was a Taylor Swift candle, and I got very distracted.
It is,
Um,
or no, it's not. Oh no, I thought it was. You're right. No, it says "sweet bitch" on it. Yeah.
Which I know, like I don't know, it's rough for everyone on the internet, but I do think that women get a particularly
Oh
like
yeah.
like DMs that are infused with like hatred, but also like a sexual energy. Do you know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
think people will just DM you for like pictures of your feet or be like,
Sure.
"Fuck you, whore." Just kind of
I
random.
mean, I send these all the
insane shit.
time.
I've
yeah,
seen-
I participate.
I've
in
actually
this. Come
seen
on.
I've seen women on Twitter do that where they'll screenshot like 4 DMs from a guy and it'll be like, "You're so hot, let me take you out. You're so hot," and then like she doesn't respond, then he's like, "You're a fucking slut. Like don't ever like you're worthless."
Yeah,
It's just
somehow
like-
I'm a
it's just-
prude and a whore. At the
Yeah.
same
I love
time.
that. Yeah,
yeah.
you're a slut if you won't fuck me.
Yeah.
That's a fun one.
Yeah,
That's a good
yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But I'm a sensitive little boy, and so I can't be reading all I can't have that rattling around in my brain. But now it's like calmed down, and it's just like,
People
Okay.
are
Hilarious
so
that it happened.
cruel. They're so cruel online. It's never someone with their picture on it.
yeah,
It's always an anonymous or a truck or like a bagel or something.
yeah, or it's
coming
like
after you.
Patrick Starr with the gag in his mouth or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh yeah.
You know what I get a lot is a guy hits on me and I go to his profile picture and it's a private account, but it's him, his wife, and kids, and a Bible verse in the bio.
my
Oh, a lot of
God.
Bible
That's-
verses.
That
Yeah.
fucking first off,
Crazy.
that's got to happen a lot. Just married bros trying to feel something, you know?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even think you want to fuck. I think you just want like female attention because you're bored.
Right.
Mhm.
You're bored in the house.
God,
now
one
you're
of the kids
online.
are going to get onto daddy's Instagram and they're going to find all his DMs. They're
Oh
gonna be
my
like,
And they're gonna find
God.
them unanswered.
Yeah.
They're gonna find them marked as unread.
Dad tried to cheat but couldn't. He's a loser. I've been trying to cheat on you for years, babe. No one's taking the bait.
Your mom's divorcing me for sending too many DMs.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That is fucked. But maybe on a lighter note, is dating going okay for you in New York? Is it good? How you liking it?
It's been okay. I'm on Hinge right now. I've
There
been
we
on
go.
like I mean the thing is I'm like not I don't know. I went on a date recently. It was a good time. I liked it, but I'm like I just the motivation to like meet a stranger is like not I'm busy. You know what I mean?
Every time, like an hour before the date, you're like, this was the worst decision I ever made.
Yeah,
like,
you'd rather stay in. You have spots.
I truly would rather be doing stand up.
Yeah.
I'm almost like, how do you explain stand up to someone where you're like, hey, I would love to date you, but are you okay with I can't have dinner with you for the rest of my life and I'm gone on weekends. I would love to hang out weekdays during the day.
Yeah,
It's like, what?
Tuesday
weekdays
around
at 10:30 p.m. Yeah.
When you're normally watching the evening news.
Yeah. yeah. You know when you're doing your skincare routine? Yeah.
That's also important to know.
I'm going to spend all my time doing something with no returns.
Yeah.
Does that interest you?
I'll be traveling to Dayton, Kentucky to make $300 gross. That's how it is.
I'm going to try to make lesbians and racists get along. Does that interest you?
Yeah,
who do you bring out, Drago? Who's your crowd?
I mean, the only
tall bros and short bros.
Only the pod people that come through, and they've been cool. Like in Boston, I had probably 10 pod people. That was sick.
Drago's the king of Boston. He performs in Boston every 3 days.
That rips.
Too much.
He's the king of Boston.
Like I just go, I mean, dude, there's just we discussed this on the last pod, but yeah, like there's like
something about Boston
up there in like New England. They've got all these like one-nighter shows and like brewery shows, and we've established now. I'm like until I pop, I'm a brewery comic. I'm just I'm like a road dog brewery.
They don't know who
comic.
you are, but
yeah.
they come for the IPAs, and you give them a good time.
Yes, dude. I mean, I'm gonna by the end of this year, I'm gonna headline more don't tells than anyone in the fucking country, dude.
And that's good, Drago. That's good.
It's a good time.
But
But
also, people in Boston are like, you are what they wish basketball players still looked like. They're
Yeah.
like
I'm
you
like
could have
they're-
been the next Bird.
They're like pumped that I played basketball.
Yeah,
They're
they're
we
like,
still got
nice.
one. We still got one.
We still got
for
a
sure.
few.
Damn, I'm sorry. Didn't say that your last date didn't go awesome or.
No, it was fun. He was really nice, but we just kind of both were like message each other back like, "Hey, what's up?" And then just both of us kind of like
Fizzled out.
Yeah, it wasn't any like ghosting. It was just kind of like neither of us really followed up after we kept talking and like. We'll see. I
think after this weekend, I would rather get ghosted. I got a long text. I got a long rejection recently.
No,
Yes.
what happened?
Oh,
Okay,
dude. and
let
I
me
li-
get my
I
dick
like-
out. Okay, here we
I
go.
liked this girl too. It was.
Oh,
I think
is
she
this the Zionist?
No, she's Iranian.
Oh, okay.
And
wow,
we
you finally stopped dipping the pen in the company ink, and this is what you get.
So we had a
He's been all
date.
white his whole life.
We had we had a date that went. I thought it went really well. Then we scheduled the second date. She did the I'm sick on me, so I was like, okay, no big deal. Whatever. She canceled it. She said she was sick. Could be a
Sure.
lie. Could not be a lie.
Yeah.
Didn't matter to me. I was like, no worries. Let me know when you feel better. And I thought either she ghosts me, we don't talk, or she hits me back. Great.
Oh no.
But a week later, she hits me back. Let's read.
She just sends you this a week later. You haven't talked in a week.
We haven't talked in a week. I haven't been texting her. I haven't been saying anything. And I'm like, I don't know why. Okay, so she said, Alex, exclamation point, I have recovered. Also, this is probably unnecessary to say, but I don't want to leave you in the dark. I'm seeing someone else, and I was really excited to spend more time with you, but dating more than one person right now just isn't hitting right with me. Like side face. I don't know what the side face is. I don't know whatever that is. What would you call that face? Like a frowny?
Like I don't know. Honestly, I would
It's
just
like
call
a
it
meh.
colon slash. It's like
It's a colon slash.
Mm.
You
Like,
you seem awesome, and I wish the timing was better. You didn't have to text me that.
Oh,
How about that?
that's not bad.
I think that was really sweet.
Yeah,
That's not
that
what I
was
expecting
nice.
At all.
Yeah, what?
God, you've just had pussy rain down your whole life.
He's had
When one woman's like, "I really like you, but it's not the right time." He's like, "God, way to
He's
rip
got a
my
gun
dick
in
and
his
balls
mouth.
off my body."
He's about to commit seppuku.
Can you believe the meanest thing a woman has ever? The least loved I've ever felt in my life.
She doesn't want to cheat on her boyfriend with me? What a bitch. What a fucking
All
bitch.
right, maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, my God.
I think I took it.
He just doesn't like a woman of color talking to him like that. That's what
Oh,
it is.
my God.
Hit him a little deeper than
I think
normal.
I think I took it poorly because just
Did
just
the
because
date
I
go
really,
that well?
I really liked her. No, then
Wow.
the
What
date
was-
went well.
Why? What did you like about her?
She actually had like this cool. She had kind of a cool vibe about her. She was she quitting her finance job that she was in for like 5 years to get into acting, and I was like, damn, this chick's like really
Okay,
fucking
that's
cool.
actually really cool.
Yeah,
That's super cool.
yeah,
Damn,
and I
it
was
sucks she got away.
yeah.
How'd you respond? What was your response?
I said,
Yeah, what did you say?
Imagine it's another comic.
Yeah.
You shows up to Sesh.
dude. Okay, can I say something? I said something kind of gay.
Oh,
I said something
God.
really nice. I said, hey,
The
I didn't know we were throwing.
meaning of the word gay
Yeah.
and straight men is so funny. I said something kind of gay. I told this woman I loved her. What?
I didn't know we were throwing that word around like that again. That was Drago's first time doing
Oh, you
that
got a
on
little
here.
lint on yours.
I got
Kinda
lint
gay.
on. Lint on my beard. Oh,
Gillis
God,
hosted
turn it-
SNL last night. We're all good. Sorry. Okay, sorry.
That's
Yeah.
true. It's
The
Apologies.
pendulum is swung.
Apologies
Yeah.
for the G, but all right. This is what I said.
Apologies for the G's and the B's and the L's.
Hey, you don't have to do that because
The
I'm here.
Q's can go fuck themselves. I don't know what the difference is exactly,
The
honestly.
Q's?
Q. What do you think Q stands for in LGBTQ?
Questioning.
Oh, this is fun.
Oh, is it questioning or queer? I
I
actually
think it's
don't know.
queer, but you could probably
damn.
find people
What
who do
is that?
questioning.
Okay, actually, what does queer mean? I actually
I
don't
think
really
queer
know.
is a umbrella term that describes a lot of
It's like pansexual.
gender or sexual orientation or it's
just like
kind
not heteronormative, not
Yeah.
straight. Okay.
of not
Yeah.
like what society would deem the default, quote unquote.
Right. Okay. Okay.
think.
that makes sense. That makes sense. So me and Drago,
Yeah.
our love, Drago is queer love.
Our love
when
is
you think
queer.
about it.
And I'm here to ordain it.
Yeah. Here we go. Let's get a.
Not in
let's,
the eyes of the law, but in the eyes of the community.
Let's get married, Drago. Why don't we run away together to the Adirondacks?
Can I say this, man? I think
Not even that far.
Not even that far. It's like a 2.5 hour drive. We could get there. We could take a $40 train away from this. What are you gonna say, Drago?
honestly, to be with someone that I could just watch ball with all the time, that'd be kind of fun.
Huh.
That'd be kinda
okay.
cool.
He's already considering it.
Oh my God, it's
Okay.
happening.
Wow.
Actually, but Georgia really liked football, so that was cool to be with
Oh,
someone.
this is
I think some.
his
I think
ex-girlfriend who's from Georgia. We call her Georgia. He's not over her and never will be, probably.
I one day will be. Nah, I think I am. I had to unfollow her.
Yeah.
You got to unfollow, right?
Well,
Well, when you, if
No,
you're
I
if you're a
understand that.
pussy,
Or you mute,
if
you
you're
mute.
a pussy,
You
oh.
mute.
mute.
You
You
don't
mute. I
unfollow.
think that's.
well, it's
fair.
also it's easier if they're not a comic because then you're like, I'll probably just never see you again. Versus like, well,
Mm.
we're gonna be in each other's lives,
yeah.
so I better.
dude.
why-
Dude,
yeah.
I can't. I don't understand the. I don't. Dude, the comics dating feel that just feels like way too much.
Yeah,
man.
whoopsie daisy.
Oh,
oh,
boy.
it's really bad.
You
Someone's
dated someone for a
done
couple
it.
years, right?
Yeah, who great relationship. I love him. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
But it was the fallout was a little.
I'll probably keep that off the pod because you know what I
Definitely.
mean?
Yeah,
Just
of
because it's
course.
like I only have my side of the story to tell. But I love him and no, he's great. But in general, I understand why people say that dating comics is messy
It
because
gets messy.
you
yeah.
like you are going to be in each other's lives forever, which in a
Yeah.
way is kind of beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're gonna be jealous of each other too. If someone gets successful, one's popping off on Instagram, the other one gets shadow banned. That's the end. That's the end. That's the end of we're not having sex tonight, babe. I saw how many views you got. It's hurting me. That would hurt me.
No, but I did both my
Yeah. What if?
relationships have been with comics, and I mean, as fun as it is to be like, oh, dating comics is crazy. I'm also like, it kind of rocks. I mean,
Right.
that's my version
When it's
of
going
like,
well, yeah.
someone you can watch basketball with. I'm like, somebody who fucking is in the same thing is the best thing in the world.
Yeah. I've. Yeah, but I wonder what. Yeah, but
It's great pillow talk. Like, oh, I love how you ask what they do for a living.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, isn't
No
it,
one's better than you, babe. No one's better than you at asking. How'd you two meet?
What if you? But that's the thing. What if you and a comic are like attracted to each other, but your comedy sensibilities are super?
I think
off?
Drago's
You know what?
trying to ask a question about someone he's talking to.
And
I
this
don't
is
know.
a very
I
male
think
comic question because I don't think I could fuck someone I didn't think was funny.
No, you couldn't. That's wrong. It's
I
wrong.
wouldn't be attracted to
I
them.
find that's a felony. That's wrong.
Yeah.
That's sexual assault, honestly, in some ways. To have sex with someone and then not actually like their comedy. That's wrong. It'd be like if I had sex with you, Alex. That's what
Right.
it would be like.
Right.
Come on,
This
we're
is
having
true.
fun, folks.
Yeah.
Great comic, Alex.
I know that's why whenever I fuck someone, I'm like, oh, so you think I'm funny?
You love my 15? I do have a tight 5. I have a tight little 5, don't I?
I have a tight little 5.
That's industry.
Tell me to work dirty.
Yeah, I'll work dirty for you. I'm not just clean.
Come on my new face.
Wow, we're going inside baseball.
And it's
New faces, JFL folks.
Yeah.
You did it. Maddie, did you do it?
Yeah, but I did the COVID year, so we were in LA.
Oh, that's right.
But I did the year with Sarah Sherman.
Sarah Sherman, legend,
and then
SNL legend.
shot into the fucking stratosphere.
Yeah, we love Sarah.
You were telling me this is before she got us in. You said she kind of murdered her audition, right?
I don't know if I was with her on the audition, but
or
her
JFL set.
Her JFL set was fucking incredible. There was a point where she tipped over the stool and goes, "Who needs that? Where she's going?" And it murdered me. She just didn't give a fuck. Oh, she's the coolest person of all
Sarah
time.
Sherman's amazing.
Yeah,
Everyone should watch her comedy. She's
Yeah,
a genius.
she's kind of been great from day one. What's up?
Wait, so what's your comedy crush question?
I don't have. What
He does.
We're
This
just
is
getting
act.
messy with the
No.
There's two of
Okay,
them.
I have to know afterwards at least,
There's
please.
two
I
of
think I have
them.
a crush on one.
Oh,
Can you
there's
whisper it in my ear?
I'll tell you after.
one
I'll
of them's
tell you
a
after for
huge
sure.
Zionist,
No,
and
Jeff,
he's been
Jeff, that
he's
doesn't-
been
That-
he's been deciding whether he
I-
thinks Gazan children are important or
No.
pussy. He's
Listen.
had to weigh the options.
that made
Tits or hospitals.
what Jeff is saying
Wait, I'm trying to guess.
is
what
actually
it
not.
is.
It is.
It may not be fact.
Oh yes, it
Not
is.
everything you hear on this pod
This
is
is
fact.
he went to a bar show with this person. They pulled down a
Hold on,
free
hey,
Palestine.
we're not doing anything. We're not talking about
They
anything.
ripped it off
here.
the walls.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you after.
Oh
Okay.
How about
my
that?
gosh.
But-
These people, they wait all week for this shit, Drago. They work in the fucking salt mines, and you
Yes.
can't give them a little gossip. It's disgusting.
How about
Our
this?
fans
on a-
wait all week for this.
Yeah.
They're dying. They're crying right now, and they need joy, Drago.
Right, and we're here to give you guys the joy, whether no matter how I feel.
Yeah, you
on the
can't
inside
withhold joy from them. Come on.
right now.
You don't keep secrets from Patreon members.
I just don't think you should. I think the comic thing is hard because, like, what if the person you're with? What if, what if you guys, like, what if you bury your partner? You know, that would be. That's just
Like
the
you have a
tough-
great set, and then they
Then they just,
bomb.
like,
Yeah,
bomb.
I think they have to go down on you then. I think that's how that works.
Well, I think you need to
think
date.
that's how-
I think people need to date that are like
at the same level.
At the same, yeah.
Yeah, you
Yes.
can't date an open micer at this point. That would make no sense.
That's true.
And you can't have them open for you.
And it's like, how could you? Be
or
like,
maybe you
oh,
can.
I think you're
but I don't
fucking
know.
awesome if they weren't good at stand up.
Yeah.
Right. You know what, guys? Let's talk about Shane Gillis. So
Drago doesn't think he can date Shane Gillis.
yeah, yeah.
So you've been.
Shane did SNL last night. You watched. I watched.
I did watch.
Jeff
I watched briefly, maybe like 10 minutes. I saw the monologue and like a couple skits, but I'll let you guys talk about this mostly.
Wait,
I thought-
I'm so glad he did it. It's great. Good comedy. It's great.
Yeah, it was
Comics
amazing.
should host it. It's insane that they have celebrities host it.
Dude,
Once you
'cause
see
I
a
used to-
comedian host it, you're like, oh, this is what the show should be.
I used to watch like so much like YouTube clips of like old like Conan like couch bits of like Louis and Burr and all those guys.
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
like, Conan's so fucking funny. And Conan himself is funny. But I was like, oh, late night is so funny. And then you see a celebrity do it and you're like, oh, they're atrocious.
They're not
Atrocious.
charismatic.
And
They're-
celebrities that I love, I'm like, you just like literally don't know how to talk.
They
Yeah.
don't have to. Everyone's just in awe of their every word. They're
It's
like,
fucking crazy.
one
dude.
time, Mark Ruffalo and I went on a yacht to Corsica.
It's literally like the
Oh,
richest-
well, nice story. Oh, wow. Okay.
Did
And
you guys see
can
his
tell how cute up
monologue?
they are.
You guys saw his monologue, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
monologue
texted
was
our
fun.
group chat.
I
I
thought-
texted our group chat all caps that he said the R word.
The R word is back, folks.
I thought he was
Sorry.
going to address the canceling a little more. but
No,
I don't
you
know.
knew. I knew he wasn't going to talk about that.
Yeah,
really.
he just said,
can't.
"Don't look it up" is a great way to. It's
really
a great
funny.
joke.
Don't
yeah.
look it up. Don't look it up. He's great.
I got fired
Dude,
from
this
here.
It's almost
Don't
like he
look it
should
up.
have been on there for years already.
Some
it's almost
dude-
like he was a natural fit.
Dude, some of his sketches were so fucking good.
The
Yeah.
Limu one,
Limu
which
one
I
is
guess
so
was
funny.
cut. I thought that one was very funny.
The Fugliano one with Sarah was
I didn't
so
see that
good.
one.
Really
I saw a
good.
picture.
The last sketch, the Packers dildo sketch.
Oh yeah, dude.
The HR one where they're like where they're trying to bank there
Oh, yeah.
was so funny. It was
such
clear
a funny
he-
comedic
he wa-
actor.
He's unbelievably good, and he was like clearly like the sketches that he was in. Like the first sketch was without him, wasn't that strong, and then like the sketches he was into, they were so good. He's so funny. He would have
Yeah,
been
he's
great
amazing.
on it. I
Would have been
know.
great on it, but instead he got a much better career.
Yeah.
and Gillian Keys is incredible too.
Yeah,
He would've done that, like-
oh my God, the ISIS
Dude.
Honda dealer or whatever.
So good.
funny.
And then
Yeah.
Weekend Update when when he was not on. wasn't as strong. He was a
Wow, you're gonna come at Michael
Hey, and
Che.
if you're
Wow.
watching this, please watch my audition tape next year.
Yeah.
Very much trying to.
One of our good friends writes for Weekend Update, Drago,
Well,
and
well,
you're coming at it.
well, just for that episode.
Well, you know what? I gotta say,
I'm
Michael
keeping my hands
Che.
clean on this one.
All right.
I hate Michael Che forever after
What?
he.
Why?
No, I don't hate him, but he took me off of a weekend opening for him because he said I was supposed to feature for him in Madison in like 2017, and he read my bio and he said it was too jokey and it sounded like I'd be a bad hang in the green room. So
my God.
so he took me off the weekend. I'll never forgive him.
Wait,
Never
man,
will.
didn't you audition for SNL?
Yeah.
What was that process like? Well, this is great. This is
Oh,
great.
good-
Let's
good
talk about it.
transition.
Yeah, it was good.
Drago.
Am I allowed to talk? Yeah, they wouldn't care.
Yeah,
right?
you can talk
Yeah,
about
it was.
it, yeah.
It was good. I didn't get to the like.
How many
stage
rounds
on
are
the-
there?
I don't know. I had like a tape, and then I like did a live like the showcase thing.
Oh.
Did you do it at 30 Rock?
No, that was the next round that I didn't get to.
Oh, so they went.
And
to-
I just did stand up.
Oh,
Like in the
so-
past, I had submitted characters, and then I was like, I don't do characters. This is so. I don't think I would be good at that job. Do you know what I mean?
I
Like,
think you
I
could
know how to
write.
do
I think
stand up.
you would crush a Weekend Update stuff.
I would
I
love
think
to
you would
write for
cru-
Weekend
I think you would
Update.
crush Weekend
Yeah.
Update.
And I think Michael Che is really cool, and I love you. and
I'd
love
I'd
you.
like him, but he let me down at a time when I needed him most. So
No, but like so did they come see you do stand up then? Some of the their producers, or how did they?
It's like producers and an audience, and then you just have 5 minutes. And some people did characters and sketchies kind of stuff, and then some people.
Where was
did
the
stand
show
up.
at?
It was at some theater I'd never been
was
to.
this like you did it
What?
last year? Like
What
Not
was-
like a theater, like a little like.
It was like a
improv
black
theater.
boxing. So
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it was literally just like it was kind of a closed off. Like there wasn't.
No, it wasn't
actual-
like the one that everybody talks about where they're like it's Lauren and
Yeah,
nobody's.
that's
allowed
at 30 Rock.
That's
right?
yeah. This just felt like a show, and I didn't even meet the people. Whoever they were way in the back.
Oh, there was an actual audience.
There was an actual
Oh,
audience.
so
Yeah,
you-
yeah.
people were laughing.
It just felt like a
Oh.
show. It was actually a great audience.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Did they
So-
know it was an SNL tryout? Or they thought it was just
yeah,
a show?
no, I think they know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you got off stage like, damn, like I might get like, or how'd you feel about your set? And was
The
it
set I think went really well. I was just like so anxious because I was like, I don't know that I would be good at that, and I don't know that I really just like want to do stand up.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
It does
And
get
it's like-
in the way for sure.
And there's people who are on that show who I'm like, oh my god, you're so clearly like built for this and incredible at it, and you're such a like performer, and I'm like, I don't know that I have
Yeah.
that, but I think I am. Like, stand up is something that I'm like, oh, I like.
Totally.
I don't know. I would like to put all my energy into that. So I was honestly kind of like nervous because I was like, fuck, you don't get to say no.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, if
almost
they
kinda
give it
nervous
to you
because
and
I
you
was
were like, I don't think I'd be a good fit, Lauren.
yeah, I was like
The
nervous because I was like,
opposite.
what if I had to do this thing that I'm like bad at?
Oh my
um,
god. Yeah.
But it was cool to like audition.
okay.
But like,
Did anyone that was on the audition with you eventually get it, or?
I think this was Chloe Trost was the only person they hired.
They
And
only
I don't
hired
think
one
she was
this year,
on
yeah.
our. I don't think they hired any writers from it either. That was the other
Okay.
thing is like maybe they would hire you as a writer off of it, which that would be
Sick, yeah.
that would be cool.
But Castillo came back, so he's like middle of the
Steve
season.
Oh, he's
Castillo,
back?
yeah,
that's
he,
so
he
funny.
joined it again.
I think
he-
I think
back.
he has like a golden ticket there. I think he can just kind of come.
He's
back
a
Kinda
whenever.
sick.
genius at alt comedy. He loves
He's
that.
one of the
he's
funniest
so good at those
people.
sketches.
Were you around when he was? No, he was already at SNL when you moved to Chicago.
If you don't know who this is,
Steven.
look up
Maybe.
Steven Castillo, folks.
He
Very
had
funny.
some of the funniest. Oh my god, dude!
Yeah, where he would put the microphone to someone's head and it would get their thoughts, and it was like, I can't wait to get home so I can say the N word.
Yeah, yeah.
So
He had all
funny.
these sound cues.
Yeah.
So funny.
Castillo rocks. Damn. So okay, so that was and what was that like last summer
that
then?
was last summer.
How did they find you originally? Did they just see you at a show?
JFL.
I think it was like through my manager. They had seen me at JFL and did
Oh.
not ask me to audition, and then I think my manager
Oh.
kind of like was like,
hey, come on.
Yeah, come
An
on.
auditioner, come on. Well, you were in the COVID, the JFL, so it was tough.
well,
Those
yeah,
were-
but it was one that Sarah was on, and then they
Oh.
were like, fuck it. They were like, Sarah, which I'm like, objectively, of course.
Oh, Sarah's
Yeah.
been made for that. She's gonna have her own show one day. Hopefully,
Yeah, truly.
It'll be like Pee Wee's Pedo Playhouse or something. It's gonna be great.
Would you guys ever want to do SNL?
It's. I mean, I don't think I'd be good at it. I wouldn't. My comedic sensibility would not fit. I don't think.
Yeah.
I
mean,
don't think
think
it
s-
would. I don't know. I don't want to say too much. I don't think I would do it. I never grew up watching SNL. I don't have like this.
I will.
I don't have this fascination with it that other people do.
I will say more on the Patreon.
Yeah, we'll say more about that on the page. I
All
like
right.
I like the individual parts of the show. I don't think the show is all that much.
Well, there's so many
Yeah.
people on the show that I massively respect and who are incredible at their jobs. I
Oh,
just don't know that I would
I couldn't. I think it would
be
be.
good at it.
I'd rather do stand up in Des Moines than do that. Honestly, I'd literally rather do a weekend of shows in Des Moines.
I
than
kind of
do
feel the same way, and I
SNL.
feel like I'd be better at that than at.
Yeah, I do a better job. I'm a terrible actor. I
It's
could
like that
never
Mitch
do it.
Hedberg joke of like, he's like, they ask comics to write, and they're like, it's like being like, hey, I know you're a chef, but can you farm? It's like, that's a completely different job.
Yeah.
And there are people who are massively talented and can do both, but I'm like, I don't know how to do that job.
It's like when you see someone who has a podcast, you're like, I'm going to see them do stand up. It's like, well, that's a different thing.
Yeah.
They're not going to be funny. That's like asking a drummer to play bass. It doesn't really make much sense. Right, Drago?
We do know some podcasters that are not great at stand-up. There
Are
are
you-
some of them out there.
And some stand-ups who aren't great at podcasting. Mwah.
There we go. There's a few of them right here.
Your clips
yeah.
have been great though from your
Oh,
pod.
thanks.
Yeah.
Hey,
Clips
well.
been sick, dude. Oh
What's
yeah,
your
do you want to plug
podcast?
your
Plug
pod?
your
Plug
pod
your
right
My
now.
podcast is called Phone is in the Bag with one of the funniest people around, Kenyon Adamczyk.
Heading that. He just opened for me in Raleigh. Drago was
Yes,
there.
so
Kenyon did a
funny,
great
so
job.
funny. That
I
was a
fucking
great
love
time.
Kenyon.
One of
I've
the
known
great-
Kenyon since I was 16.
Wow.
He was at the first open mic I ever went to. He started like 2 months before me.
Wow, I
Yeah.
forgot. You guys are go back way back
We've
to
been
North
through the
Carolina.
trenches.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
but Phone is in the Bag. It's a good time. Come check
Why
it out.
is it called
We could have you
that? I
guys on,
have to
too.
know. Phone is in the bag.
Because Kenyon was having like a mental breakdown at some show in Chicago, and I wouldn't volunteer this unless he had openly talked about it on our podcast. But he he on stage was like, I hate myself. After something bomb, walked off, threw his phone against the wall, and
Oh.
like freaked out. And
Oh
then we
my
were like,
God.
okay, it's time to go home. Like, we got to make sure you're okay. And we were looking for his phone and scrambling, and it's like, I lost my fucking phone. God damn it. Turns out the phone had bounced off the wall and directly into his backpack.
Oh my god.
So moral of the lesson is, if you're freaking out, phone's in the bag.
Phone's
dude.
in the bag.
It's gonna be good.
Okay,
Beautiful.
there we go.
There
Phone
it
is
Yeah.
in the
Check
bag.
out
Everything's
Maddie's
gonna be all
pod.
right.
Check out her pod.
Let's do some listener questions from our pod, from
and
our Patreon.
Drago, how are they able to ask questions?
You're able to ask questions if you are a member of the Patreon.
The Patreon, which has how many tiers?
It has a $3 tier,
Uh-huh.
which you get an extra episode a week audio.
Okay.
A $5 tier, which you
Okay.
get an extra episode a week video.
Sure.
And we have a $10 tier where
Yeah.
you can get free tickets to shows.
A guy
one
just did
show
it this
each
weekend
year.
in Appleton, Tyler something. He got 4 free tickets, saw one of the greatest shows of his life. I'm sure it'll
It's a great
change
bang
the
for your
trajectory of all
buck.
their
I
lives.
also do 2 extra episodes a month. I interview some of my favorite comics, some of my favorite people. It's some extra content. It's some good stuff. It's a little bit more, I don't know, Larry King mode is what we call it. It's fun.
it's where he's asking
it's
questions.
it's my interview style pod.
Yeah.
That's been great. It's been fun, and the Patreon
Please
members
join the pod,
have loved
the
it.
Patreon. We're only $12,000 in debt each now from doing
Yes.
this podcast, so we're slowly getting our way out. And once we get to 0, we'll kill ourselves. So
Yes,
thank you guys for making our dreams come true.
We will commit seppuku.
Seppuku.
What is that?
That's like Harikari, the samurais, the
Oh.
ritual suicide. Yeah.
I did it as a joke in front of our whole crew. I said, "Oh, I'm going to commit Sudoku," and
It's
no
been
one,
a running bit for
and
years.
no one believed me. Everyone thought that like Jeff was like,
You-
Jeff was like, you didn't know what it meant.
You can't
didn't
do
know
a
what it
bit
was."
about being stupid. That's
Yeah.
you. That's the pot calling the kettle retarded.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
All right, here's a question. This guy did not want me to say his name because I think for this reason. He said, "I'm moving into a new apartment today, and my ex is making it a rough ride. Do you have any nightmare moving stories? P.S. Don't say my name, LOL." And I did not, sir, or woman. I don't know.
Okay.
Do you guys have any nightmare moving stories?
Nightmare moving stories, huh?
Anything
Did you have
bad?
one ready before you read this question?
A nightmare moving story.
Often, this is what a lot of people don't know about podcasts. Usually the hosts go over the questions beforehand so they have something prepared, but Drago chose not to take that route this week.
I've actually had pretty
Just
smooth
not-
smooth moves
I
so
have-
far.
Not a nightmare moving story, but kind of an insane one. It ended up being fun. But
Sorry.
Maddie's about to tell her story.
after you.
Maddie's like, I have a great story. Oh, no, I just remembered mine.
we've been doing this for 2 years.
punches me in the face.
Yeah. Shut up!
I haven't gotten
Through the frying
I haven't
pan.
gotten better at podcasting one bit since we started.
Drago, you read a question and you didn't even have a story to go with the question?
Well, now I do, dude.
You should
But you-
put up with this.
I have one now. He doesn't have one.
I didn't know
oh
we
my
were
God.
having this question, Red. I
You
would have
guys
got.
are a gay couple already.
Of course,
You are
of
like,
course.
oh, hello on Broadway. Like, oh, you didn't clean out the tuna fish from the sink.
If we just had sex, it would all be better.
right.
We just lubed it up and cranked it out, Drago.
For
Hit
$50
it.
a month, they will fuck on
Fuck.
camera.
Yes.
And that's the truth.
Yeah, we put a video. I put a video of Jeff humping his pillow. He showed the people, the Patreon, how he humped his pillow, and it was so bad.
People
we
had to
just-
take it down. People
Yeah,
were really
I
mad about
put it on my Instagram story. I got like 5 DMs in literally 5 minutes. People were like, absolutely not. Absolutely, like, you got to take this down. It's just the way Jeff.
It's
masturbates
queerphobic, honestly. It's
is-
queerphobic. It's queerphobic. I'm queer. Masturbating into a pillow like that is queer. I don't think there's any other word for it.
That's still how
I'm
you
a
jerk
member of
off?
the LG. Yeah, I'm a member of the LGBTQ.
LGBTQP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
LGBTQP. Come on, that's the pluses for P. Pillow.
but yeah,
on.
what's your story, Maddie? Sorry.
Oh, it's actually not even really a great story, but just the craziest move I've ever had is junior year of college for me was when COVID started, and they just emailed us and were like, "Hey, in 3 days you can't live here anymore."
because
Oh.
of COVID.
Yeah, they were like, "We're
Oh.
kicking everyone out," and I was like, "Well, I live in a different state,
Oh
so
my
I just
God.
gotta like in 3 days fucking
How
pack
could they
up."
do that?
I know it seems.
They're like,
insane.
it's for your safety.
Yeah,
We are going to
literally.
throw you out into the street for
Yeah.
your safety.
I was like,
Yeah.
what? They were like international exchange students. Where I was like, what the fuck are they gonna do, dude?
What did they? That's crazy.
I don't know. I
What-
ended up going home to my parents' place, and my boyfriend came with me, and I ended up actually being really fun.
Oh, you went to North Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, thank God I fucking had a car and could drive down there. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's like, yeah.
That's
What was your
awful.
story?
An anecdote. It's more of an anecdote than a story. I helped
what
Jeff.
would you just find the difference of those?
I helped Jeff move
more
move
folklore.
out.
Yeah,
than
this is
story.
more of a folklore. This is a fable. more of an Aesop fable.
Jeff, do you remember when I helped you move out of Chicago?
You did help me move out. I believe I threw you about $10 in a salad.
Jeff
God.
Jeff
No,
showed
I
up.
gave him like $100.
Jeff showed up 4 hours late for this for
What?
the move, or maybe 2 hours.
How
late.
could I show up late to my own move? We were at my house. How was I late?
Because you said you were gonna get there at a certain time, and then I had moved all this shit by the time.
Oh
you got
yeah,
there.
didn't I have like a
fucking
road gig? I
asshole.
was driving back in. Yeah.
no,
yeah.
you were not driving back in. You flew back in, and instead of Ubering,
flying.
he took the you took the blue line down, which took like an extra hour.
Oh, I'm sorry. I care about the environment. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to spend $40 on an Uber. Come on.
Jeff got there. I had moved like 80% of the boxes, and he walks in. He's like, "Oh, the big pig." I'm like, dude, I just moved you out for like $30.
What
or
do you
whatever
think
Jeff
you
was
were gonna be
paying me.
doing? What do you think you were gonna be doing when you were moving me? Not picking up boxes? That's
Ye-
a fucking job.
I would have. I was.
What did
Oh
I
my
do
God,
wrong?
Jeff,
You
I
have
was-
like girl
no.
boss autism.
No, I would.
what
no,
do you think?
You're like, I don't understand why this would be a problem.
I was. I was
That is
expecting
what I'm
to
saying right
move
now. What are you talking
with
about?
you.
You had an assignment.
I was expecting he was going to help. I did the thing. I did
helped.
It all.
That's not true.
You might have lifted 5 boxes.
Untrue slander.
I mean,
Slander.
that was. It was. I mean, dude, I
You
was.
threw a crusty pillow onto the top of it and just let it
They
be.
get heavy. They get heavy.
Do you have one pillow?
no,
Sorry, I can't
no,
go-
I don't do that anymore. I now come into my boxers or shorts. I
Oh,
don't,
I thought you said
Oh.
you
I don't
still-
come on the
okay.
pillow anymore. I still hump it, but I don't come on the pillow. Drago actually got me to change my life a couple years ago on the pod. Yeah.
You're so transparent and brave.
Why not? Whatever. We're all
Wait,
gonna die.
So you hump the pillow, but then you pull out.
What do you mean?
You pull out of the pillow.
Well, I'm not in the pillow. I'm on top of it, just kind of gliding on top. The friction,
Whoa.
or maybe I wrap it around like a
So
little
you
chalupa.
could get a hand job like this?
Kind of, yeah, it is kind of like it's just going like that, starting to fire a little bit. Sometimes it does hurt if we're being real.
Does it ever bother you that he's in a relationship and you're not?
Oh, it does. Oh, I could have
No,
got
it's
that
fine.
Iranian girl. You fucking loser.
no, dude, you
You
cannot.
get
have.
literally a history of Iran. Right
Yeah, I
there.
got a history of Iran right there. I could have spoke a little Farsi. You know, she'll forget all about the moles on my face. Come on.
It does not bother me.
Yeah, what anecdotes were you sharing that were so dull that
Oh
she
yeah,
chose
sorry,
to?
we totally.
No, I'm talking
That
about
was-
the date. How'd you fuck up? What do you think you did?
How'd I fuck up on the date?
Yeah, what do you think she didn't like about you?
I actually do think she was seeing someone before. Took a shot with me. I think it actually went pretty well, but maybe she just like was still seeing
What was
this guy, I
her?
don't know.
Yeah, how'd you meet her? Hinge.
Hinge, yeah.
Dang, and she
Hinge is
DM'd
the one,
you.
dude. Hinge is
Hinge
great.
is-
the
Hinge
one.
is great.
Hinge
Hinge
is
is the
great
one.
so far as
Hinge is
yeah,
the
the-
one where you meet actual decent people.
Yeah,
That's
and get
what-
like a sense of their personality. Because I have very little like, I don't know, if the personality is not great, it kind of doesn't matter how hot you are.
Yeah, it's
So
no
Hinge,
fun.
I got to get a little bit of like, what's the
that you
what
can be
are we
kind of
working with?
funny in those questions a little
Yeah,
bit. You can get a little
You can like see what
personality.
people's deal is. Yeah.
You can really see how unfunny people
Wait,
are.
Drago,
too.
let Maddie look at your Hinge.
On
Let
the-
Maddie look at your
Oh my
Hinge.
God!
We
Wait,
haven't done this
should
in
we
like
swap?
6
You
months.
can look at mine.
Oh,
I think mine's pretty.
I'm gonna be
bland,
honest.
but-
I got a little horny, and mine's a little too. It's a little too horny right now. I'll show it to you, but
we did Drago's like a year ago, but I think you've changed it probably.
oh my God,
Drago,
I would
right?
love to. I mean, honestly, I would because Drago. I think we're so not each other's types.
Yeah.
and respectfully.
Respectfully.
So fast.
We're
so
both.
fast.
We're both
He said
respectfully.
So fast.
Respectfully.
Respectfully. So this is-
Let me re-download it. Sorry.
Re-download it. Oh, you deleted it because this girl said no.
I was in.
This
I
hurt
was.
you a little
I was in
bit,
my
Drago.
feels, dude. I was in my
Wow.
Okay. Oh, there's one that. Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna edit it. I'll own up to it, and you can look at this.
That's fine. We don't have to show the pictures to the people if you don't want
Okay.
to. That's your
No.
choice.
It's this.
Is which one?
It's a stand-up picture.
Oh, you know, you're supposed to do.
I have a stand-up picture too. I think.
No,
I think you
if
should.
You're a fool
Okay.
if you don't have a stand-up picture. That's crazy.
All right. Who should look at who's first?
Let's do.
Yeah, you can look at mine. That's fine.
let's
okay.
go through Drago's first.
Oh, stand up first.
First
okay.
picture, Drago in a
Oh,
city
by the
he
way,
doesn't
I
live
want to
in
be clear.
anymore.
Mine was curated by a girl I used to hook up with.
Okay.
Like the pictures.
Matching
were.
flannels
It says
is cute.
liberal for politics. He's never done a damn thing. Oh my! Stolen
But
valor.
yeah, like, we should read out. Maybe we should.
Yeah, let's
What
read
is
out
this?
loud.
Can I? Let's make sure we're on the same page about hibachi.
I thought that was so funny. But
That's
what way?
funny to
Yeah.
you?
Wait, I don't
thought-
get it because it could be for or against.
Right.
Let's make sure we're on the same page about it. But then you don't say.
But then they comment on it.
It's not even
They
about being
comment.
interesting. It's
It's-
about fishing for messages.
Yes.
The baby picture, of course. I'm convinced that the pic with my niece will work. What does that mean?
Like
That'll just get people
yeah.
to. Oh, so
Like,
this is
oh,
all
I'm paternal.
baiting. Every
Huh?
single one's just baiting them. What was the top question? I'm loving this is wrong. I don't want to be right. Music festivals in my 30s. Oh.
pretty right down the pipe.
6'6"
Vaccinated.
Yeah.
He still has that, you little cuck.
That's
Oh
why he was
my
like, I guess
God.
I'm liberal.
Why do you have
Yeah.
a picture of you and another woman? Our friend Lucia.
I don't know. That picture, my friend, not my ex, but a girl I used to hook up, but she found that and was like, "This is what
Really?
should-"
You
yeah.
and a woman wearing the same outfit, just being together?
No, it's cute, and then it kind of also shows like.
He can be friends with women.
yeah, it's a little bit of a green flag.
I can be friends with
Okay.
women.
Okay.
Okay.
This is cute. I mean, I just so respectfully, we're not each other's types at all. It's,
Right.
it's so funny.
Respectfully.
Wait, did you have to say
Respectfully.
Williamsburg? You don't live in William. You talk about Bushwick all the time.
This was again. That was Pat's idea.
No, this
You
is cute,
lie
though.
about
This
where
is
you
cute.
live.
I'll,
Oh
no,
my
I'll
God.
change it right now.
Oh my God.
This is
Take
cute.
the liberal thing out.
Okay, this
That's
is.
the,
I am a
a
liberal.
bridge too far. Just because you haven't drug a gay person behind your truck doesn't mean you're
Wait,
liberal.
should we give notes on each other's?
Oh yeah. And yeah, what are your?
Yeah.
I think you got to say, okay, can you explain to me the hibachi thing? What's
I
the
thought
joke?
I just I maybe I was drunk, but like I changed it because I was like I need to change it to something, and I just and I remember and we went to Hibachi for my birthday, and I was like it'd be so funny if I just rode really hard for Hibachi. And I think it'd be funny if
Okay,
someone said
I
But
think
you
if
should
I can
say
give one note
hibachi
of the
is
whole-
awesome or
yeah,
something.
let's make sure we're on the same page about hibachi rocks or hibachi
Yeah,
is great.
it
So
just-
otherwise,
Well-
it's like otherwise it could also be read like let's make sure we're on the same page about hibachi ain't it? You know what I mean?
well
I
that's
think
why
you gotta clarify.
that's why I like it's baiting though.
Oh,
That's
man,
why that's
a man
why
of mystery.
that's why I like that's why I like.
Oh my God, does he like hibachi? Doesn't he? Oh, I must find out.
All right,
Oh my-
you know what?
I
Let's
think
move
Napoleon
on.
Bonaparte said, "Don't attribute that to mystery, which can be explained by."
Oh,
what's that a quote?
It's I don't
attribute
even
to
know that.
malice what can be explained by stupidity.
Oh, that's
don't
it.
don't
That-
attribute to mystery what can be explained by drunkenness.
Okay.
Actually, let me get that tattooed on my own fucking arm to remind myself this is what we're working with
Drago.
here.
Oh
All right,
my-
Mad Dog.
Hibachi.
Ooh,
What's
nice
the first
phone.
question? Read it.
I bet you can't. Truly, I don't believe in you. I mean it.
I bet you can't. Truly, I don't believe in you. I mean it.
That's like
Kinda funny.
That's kind of funny. Yeah. I get it. It's
Oh,
like it's quirky.
You're just
It's
saying,
quirky.
they can't do anything. You're saying, okay, I get. Okay, that's
25 by 5'3", Crown Heights. Are you 5'3"?
I think so. Maybe 5'2". Why?
I was thinking maybe 5'4". I think you can give
Okay.
yourself one.
Oh, thanks.
Stand-up comic,
I don't know if they're for women that.
extremely brave, very funny. That's good. North Carolina, liberal, short-term, looking for a short-term, open to long. Okay.
What does you say on yours?
I don't
Or
even
you
have
didn't
that.
say
I don't even
anything?
have that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, mine would just be short-term, period. This is great. I think this is good.
Little gutter
this
pick.
Is, oh, scandalous.
Here
I like
we go.
this.
Here
Thank
we go.
you.
I think this is
Morning.
fun.
There we go.
Carrier pigeon's funny.
What's the question?
Best way.
I
Best
can't
way.
just read
Jeff is
carrier
so
pigeon.
Best,
I can't read the question. He's like, carrier pigeon's funny.
The best
Well,
way
this
to
is what
ask
you're
me
talking
out is
about.
by.
This is why the hibachi thing.
I will
He's
say-
more clear.
I will say this: I have seen carrier pigeon before, but
Really?
but
What's
I don't
the
have
question?
but I don't have a problem with it.
No.
It's the best
Okay,
way
then I
to
gotta
ask
change
me
it.
out is by.
By carrier pigeon.
Well,
oh,
if it's
okay.
hack, I gotta change.
I don't
Yeah,
think
that's
it's. I don't
fucking
think it's
hack.
that hack. There's definitely more hacks.
You know
What
what
This
sucks
is
about this
cute
one?
too.
One guy just DM'd me and said "nice tongue," and I was like, "I'll kill myself."
God,
Okay,
men
this
are
is good,
It's
though.
rough
pigs.
out here.
Oh, the dentist system. I don't know the. Oh,
What
sorry.
is-
From
what
Always
This
Sunny?
year, I really want to get dentist. Take from the movie or from the
It's
show.
Always
always
Sunny?
sunny. I don't remember exactly what it was. It's his
It's
dating
like a system.
system.
It's like a horribly abusive system
It's
he
like
has
a
to like manipulate
manipulated.
women.
Okay, yeah,
The
yeah.
people who've responded to that are very funny.
The sesh pick is great too,
The
dude.
caption on this one:
What does it say? Oh, I
"Following
forgot
in the
about.
footsteps of Carrot Top."
There we go.
That's
I
our
forgot
little
there were
closer.
captions. Okay.
Okay.
That's good. No, that's a good
I
profile.
like this, dude. I like this profile. Crown Heights, vaccinated. Me too. Wow.
Doesn't say Jew anywhere. You gotta let them know. You gotta let them know you support the bombing of Rafah. Come
You know what?
on.
I think so.
Hey, Judaism is not Zionism.
I know.
I'm not a
there we go.
Zionist.
This is good.
I'm
That's
not a
good.
Zionist.
That's
I think
great.
someone that's cool and funny will also. I think
That weeds people out a little bit, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think some guys who are a little more. This is my problem. Is that like I can't like take. I don't want to take a swing that will weed people out. Like I like. I'd rather just get.
And
the
maybe
whole,
that's what's been the problem all along is that you don't weed
And
people
And
out.
I'm
and I-
all
and then I-
swings that'll weed. I'm.
and then I meet people that I don't like all the time.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
You might want to weed a few more out.
And we've the pod's about learning.
We've been
guys.
doing the podcast for over 2 years now. Alex was in a relationship for maybe 3 months. You start to wonder, is it him?
Well, I was in a
You start to
relationship
wonder,
for
folks.
a year before that.
Yeah,
so-
but no one remembers that. That's the past.
Alex, we could do like an anyone but you situation. That Sydney Sweeney movie where they fake a relationship to convince everybody else that they're not. Is that what it is? That they're like
I haven't
not.
seen it. Is that what it's about?
I mean,
Dragon,
that
you're
would
Sydney
be-
Sweeney. That's your girl.
I gotta see. I saw a different movie with her recently, but
Oh, which one did you see?
Reality. It's on HBO.
He loves Sydney
Oh.
Sweeney.
I could watch her all day. I could watch her all day.
What a feminist.
He watches her on mute.
Yeah.
We should wind this down soon.
Really?
To get
Are we
to-
near
we're at
45?
47 right now.
Okay, Drago doesn't want to have too much of a good time. We gotta slow it down. I get it.
Yeah. What do you want to do? One more question?
Yeah, do one more question, then we'll have nothing left to talk about on the Patreon.
I hope I didn't shut on your hinge too hard. I think.
No, you're good. Dude.
No, this
You're
is
fine.
about being mean. I've been quite mean this episode. I've been in
Yeah.
an angry mood.
I mean, the hinge. Honestly, I like the results it's been getting. I'm
yeah,
happy with
you
it.
go on dates every week. You're doing well.
Not every week. But,
Okay, never mind.
This is from Taylor Clayton. For Drago, what was the reason for the Berlin Wall, and why did it eventually fall?
Oh, okay.
You guys just run a Quizlet?
No, people do that all the time. They're always trying to quiz his knowledge.
That's
We haven't done
awesome.
one of these in a while, actually. I like this.
Oh,
What
the
is-
question is for you.
That's for Drago.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I used to quiz him on stuff. I kind of ran out of things, but that's a good one. We haven't done this one. What is
Okay.
the Berlin Wall? Why does it happen? Why did it fall? Give us the details.
I feel
Drago.
like the wall went up because of World War One, World War II stuff.
Okay, sure.
I feel like it went up because of that.
What happened after World War II?
Why?
Where is Berlin?
They set up like an East and West in Germany, right?
Yes.
So they set up like it's East Germany versus West Germany, right?
Yes.
And why did they put it up? They didn't like each other. First thought, Jewish people on this side, Jewish people on this side.
No, the Jews were taken care of by then. They didn't have enough to fit in half a city.
How about was it a communist thing? Was
Yes.
one side communist, one
Yes.
side not?
Well, actually, Berlin was inside of the Soviet. Yeah, it's all very complicated, actually. But yeah, it was divided in half. Yeah.
I thought it was like a communist thing.
Yes, but then it was also ruled by Americans and French and British people too.
Really?
One half was.
Okay.
And then the other half wasn't. But it was also inside of the area that was ruled by the Soviets.
And
Maybe
then,
we're
You'd
more
have
each
to look-
other's type than we thought, because I don't know any of that shit, dude.
well, also, and I think it went down.
Us just going on a date. Hey, remember the Jew wall? That was crazy.
I just learned about the Jew wall. Holy shit.
Hey, you want to get drinks in a fucking
Yeah.
special needs daycare sometime?
You want to go to Hamilton and learn about the American Revolution?
Dude, the most learning I've done has been in the past week, and I've been watching this mini series called Chimp Empire, and they just show how chimps are like people, dude.
God,
It's
that is the
so-
documentary you would watch. That's it.
Dude, yeah, because they
It's like reality
they show-
TV. They like name them, and there's like plot lines and
Yeah, they
gossip,
show
kind
each
of.
other like groom each other, and they're like, "Oh, and the politics have begun" or whatever. I'm
With
like,
the
oh my-
Chicana rocks?
I'm like, "Oh fuck, dude, what's going on?" Like,
Christ.
no, like the alliances too amongst the chimps. It's fucking,
Sure.
it's wild.
And
It's-
you're like, how do they think of this stuff,
Dude.
You're like, how do the chimps do it?
it's more complex than you think,
How do
dude.
they-
Yeah, like the way they stick together before like battles and stuff like that, and
They have battles. They run at each other like armies.
well, because they're territorial, like gangs.
Oh, like
tribes.
one-on-one battles, or there's gangs.
They'll have like full on like 5-on-5, like whatever.
Wow.
Like the big
Whoa.
dogs, like the alphas from one territory, will try to gain whatever, like try to gain what am I-
land or
land-
prestige or
yeah, like on like into another territory. And so they just send their 5 big dogs out there, and then the other territory tries to.
and they just punch them, and there's a film crew filming this.
Yeah, it's amazing, dude. Chimp Empire, it's so cool.
Okay.
Dude, I used to really want to be like a cinematographer for like National Geographic.
Oh, like follow Jane Goodall around.
Just sit in the jungle all day until you get the one thing of like the the lizard's tongue getting the fly. Or
Oh
whatever.
yeah,
Whoa,
that would,
dude, yeah,
that's
that would
such a
be.
cool job.
That's a lot of patience I don't have. I couldn't do that.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, wouldn't it be fucking a little scary down there? What if like a tiger comes out and?
Drago's
Yeah, that would be crazy.
terribly afraid of nature. He thinks
Really?
every animal's gonna kill him.
I think nature's
Are you a big like,
overrated.
camping, backpacking kind of guy?
City guy.
No, he went
I think
hiking one
Really?
time.
I think
Oh yeah, because
backpack-
didn't you say we were like talking about moving here and we were talking about it's so great to live next to the park and you're like you're one of those guys who you're just like you love a tree. And I was like a huge
Yeah,
He
you
said
like a
that about
tree.
you.
Yeah,
He's like, you like trees.
yeah, yeah.
Drago
I can
hates
like, a
see-
tree
nature.
really does something for you.
Yeah, you like a tree, huh?
Oh no, I
Interesting.
love camping. I love
Drago's
yeah.
rooting for climate change. He can't wait to live in a titanium bubble.
Yeah,
can't wait.
You want the
uh,
SpongeBob Chrome episode.
Yeah, he wants to live
Yeah.
underground.
No, like grass and stuff like doesn't really do much for me. It
You're an
doesn't do
idiot.
much
I
for
can't
me,
even.
dude.
I can't even. Get
You
it.
have girl boss autism and you have industrial autism.
Okay,
Yeah, you're like, it's not man-made. Get me away from it.
dude. Yeah, no, it was.
Jesus.
But
It's like
it wa-
I'll only eat, like red foods, but I'll only live in silvered buildings. It's like
Yeah. No, dude. Yeah,
He
the-
only eats processed foods. He wants as far away from nature as possible.
Yeah, to me, the city life is the way to go. There's nothing cooler than a city. We built this stuff for a reason, folks. We built this shit
That's
for a
such a
reason.
funny
Damn, good take.
I actually think that's a really
Oh,
funny
We
take.
built
It
this
could be.
thing.
It's funny. It is
We
funny.
built it because it's better. It's better than the outside. Inside's better than outside.
Yeah, did you see that meme that was like, bro, don't eat organic food. That's literally just some stuff from the floor. Processed food was literally designed for you.
That's great. That's
Doritos
good.
are good.
And
No
this
doubt
is the
about
last
that.
question. He has a two-parter for Jeffrey. What are your
Oh,
degrees
no.
in, and what's the most interesting religion you've studied?
Wow. The degrees, I don't want to list them. That's boring. The most interesting religion, of course, is Catholicism, folks, because it's the only one that's true. Of course. No, Drago, do you know what would the most interesting religion be? God, there's a lot of them. There were these guys who they were Christian monks, and they would live on the top of these pillars. They were called stylites.
Taylor Clayton was the question.
I love how Drago he does this. He interrupts me whenever I'm talking.
Keep going.
Yeah. Oh, you actually want to hear it, Drago?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. You actually want to learn, Drago?
Let me. Who are these guys?
People
Who are
called
these bros?
stylites, and they would live on the top of pillars. They would just camp out there and just not eat food for months to prove how much they loved God.
Whoa.
People would like give them a couple grains every day or something, but they just live on these pillars for months at end.
What
to
religion
prove-
was this?
It was Christian, but they were like a special sect of Christianity.
Mm.
Yeah. Would you do that, Drago, to prove you were deeper than everyone else in the Lord?
I don't know if there's any. I don't. Maybe for like money, I do some wild shit, but no, nothing. There's nothing really I believe in that would.
Maybe for money I do some wild shit.
I don't really.
What are you thinking?
There's nothing
exactly
I believe.
in
There's nothing I believe in that would like that There's nothing I believe in really to make that I would
Jesus.
do.
That's
He's like, I don't
bleak.
need trees. I don't need God. I need a cube and I need cold hard cash.
I need a cube, cash, and NBA League Pass. That's
Oh
all I
my God. He's sick.
Put that on a fucking pillow.
I'm a
God.
I'm a simple man. dude.
Drago, you need a week in a Benedictine monastery. I think
That
a
would be
week
cool.
of silence would do him well.
Dude.
Just you can't talk a vow of silence with these
No,
nuns
dude,
and monks.
I'll talk. Actually, I'll talk about this on the Patreon. We have to. I have something to lead with on the Patreon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about. I was sick last week, and I'm gonna touch on what Jeff was just saying, and we're gonna lead right into the Patreon.
Yeah, we'll talk about Maddie's religious background. No,
and
whatever
what
you-
it means to her.
Oh, I'll show you guys the picture of me at a. Well, I'll tell you on the picture.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm going to talk about my weekend in Appleton, Wisconsin. Drago, no, don't turn it off. We plug at the end.
Maddie,
it's only
sorry.
episode
I'm sorry.
115. We've
Whoa,
done this.
is it really?
We've done this
114.
100 and
Mazel tov.
114.
I think it's 115. Let me check it out. Let me make sure Drago's. I think he actually might be right, but I don't like to admit that without checking it out, folks. Drago, where are you plugging? Where are you at recently? Or coming up, I mean.
Honestly, nothing until Columbus, March 28th. Columbus, March 28th through the 30th.
Oh, where are you at in Columbus? Oh, you're at
Don't-
Don't Tell
Don't
with
Tell
Simon
Comedy.
Fraser, our
Yes.
king Simon Fraser. Oh, it is episode 114. Fuck!
Yes.
I hate being wrong. I hate when Drago's right.
Yeah, baby.
114 episodes, 34 episodes N-word free, folks. We only got 66 more till the big party in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Wait,
where
only 33?
we had a couple of black guests and they used it as was
okay.
their want.
Yeah.
As was their I believe Trey Stewart dropped it.
He said it.
Simeon Goodson dropped one, and Ben Castro, I believe, dropped one as well.
Yeah.
So we have to start the counter over. It is their right, but we're trying to get to 100.
What an interesting Rain Man skill you have.
Yeah, we're trying to get to 100, and then we have a big party in Arkansas where we all say it together. That's the big goal, and we raise money for the NAACP while we do it, folks.
Matt, do you want to plug something real quick?
I have a podcast called Phone is in the Bag with Kenyon Adamczyk. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/phone is in the bag. And I'm on Instagram at Maddie2Wiener. I got road dates. I don't know when this will come out, but it's all in
coming
my
out
bio on Instagram.
tomorrow, actually. Yeah.
But if you just give me a follow on Instagram, that would just make my gosh darn day.
Follow her.
And I have shows coming up in Berlin, Copenhagen. The tickets look grim, and if they don't sell better, I'm going to accuse the Danes of collaborating with the Nazis. And Paris, Amsterdam, Dublin, and what's the other one? Oh, London. Please buy tickets. I'm losing money currently. Please buy tickets. WhiteComedian.com. Good night. Good luck. Bye.